Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. Okay, guys, so I know that we didn't have hot, messy topics on Friday, but I hope you guys all had a great shopping day. And if you were like me and you didn't go shopping, well, I hope you had a great Friday into a good weekend or a great weekend. It's kind of funny because I was saying this in an earlier video, but my mom called me because she is in the middle of a transition, her move into her new apartment, and she's living by herself for the first time ever. And she was trying to hang up these curtains, and she was having a really hard time and not digging it. And I don't know why I thought when Jason does everything in our home, he hangs everything. He's like the most handy person, and I am not. Everything that I do is like lopsided. I'm like, you know what, mom? I will help you. No, never ask me to do anything. Not handy. YouTube, sure. Handy, no. With that, guys, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County, more specifically, John Janssen, Alexis Bellino, Shannon Beador, because it seems like it's not stopping, and I blame him. I'm going to explain why to you, but before we do, if you haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's start here. Yeah, right here. Thank you to Reality Blurb. John Janssen spoke of Shannon Beador's money struggles and also addressed claims of fat shaming her, and that was during an interview with Bryce Sander. The thing is about the claims with him fat shaming her, that's not just from Shannon Beador. That came out from multiple people. I would love to actually pick Kelly Dodd's brain on this because Kelly, I feel like, would know better than most people. But that's not just like it's one of those things. I feel like where there's smoke, there's fire. If people keep saying it, then there's maybe an element of truth to it. Maybe. I'm not saying it is true, but it's hard to believe. Hold on. Back to it. And again, guys, don't get annoyed with me about this. While also gushing over his relationship with Alexis Bellino, teasing her potential return to the show, and defending the timeline of his $75,000 lawsuit against Shannon, he detailed the financial help that he gave to his former girlfriend. In addition to the $380,000 in her 2 times of need, one where it was told to me that it was just a cash flow issue and that she would pay me back in 2 months, she needed money for her facelift. I wired her $40,000 and then a promissory note thereafter. And she got irate at the promissory note and sent me a long email stating how much money she made and how, of course, she would pay me back. And this was a loan between a boyfriend and a girlfriend. So Shannon knew it was a loan and had never made any attempts to pay it back. Now, let me stop there really quick. I did say, even though they said on the reunion, well, a promissory note is usually signed before you end up giving up the loan. I think that sometimes things can be situational. And I feel like for this specific thing, it was situational. I think that he was trying to be a good guy in the moment and give her the money that she needed. But I think that there was an understanding of, hey, listen, I can't just give you $75,000, but I'm going to loan this to you. And I do want you to sign a promissory note because I want you to know that I do expect you to pay this back. You're not married. You don't know if things are going to go well. And also, they've been very open about the volatile relationship that they've had. So the fighting, the screaming at each other, her allegedly scratching him up and down, almost hitting his daughter, running her over with the car, allegedly. Yeah, if your relationship is that volatile, then I understand where he's like, I will help you out with the money, but I need you to sign this. It's not like, in my mind right now, I'm not looking at you like you're my forever and we're going to spend the rest of our life, together, because at some point, maybe we're not, and maybe we're going to divorce or break up, or we're never getting married. Okay. Boom. Now, moving on. According to John, he also loaned Shannon money after their 2022 split. She couldn't pay her bills and she was crying to me on the phone. And I said, look, Shannon, I'm going to help you. I said, Shannon, you know how volatile our relationship is. And I said, even if you come to hate me, you need to pay me back. And she cried and said, of course I will, John. And she didn't do that. Although John has suggested that many lies have been told about him on The Real Housewives of Orange County, the one that really bothered him was the claim that he spoke ill of Shannon's appearance. I would try to make her feel beautiful with my words on almost a daily basis. I literally, on my children's life, never, not one time, said any disparaging comments to her about her looks. And Shannon knows that. As for his relationship with Alexis, John said, it's a great part of his life. I've literally never been happier. Lex and I were so meant for each other and we're never apart, zero hiccups. It was meant to be. But regarding the suggestion that he said the same things to Shannon that he's saying to Alexis now, John clarified that the relationships are different. That's so bitter and not true. I was with Shannon in either a girlfriend or friend relationship for 4 years. I did not propose to her. Alexis is the real deal for me, and I'll be with her for forever. John then confirmed that their wedding date was set and denied that it would be filmed. But while John isn't too keen on Alexis returning to the Real Housewives of Orange County for season 19, he vowed to be supportive of her if that's what she chooses, and also had a message for Shannon. I hope Shannon is truly getting the help that she needs. It is hugely. See, I'm going to say really quick, really quick, really quick. Hold on. This is coming off a little condescending. It's coming off a little dickish, being like, I really truly hope you get the help that you need. It's an asshole thing to say because you're implying that she needs help, even though the DUI implies that she needs help. The ring footage implies that she needs help. Her time on the show could, to some people, imply that she might need some help. But also, this and saying it this way, even though it could be true, yeah, it doesn't do well. It doesn't do well. I'm just saying. But come on. I hope Shannon is truly getting the help that she needs. It is hugely disappointing to me that after hearing that she almost hit my daughter, that she has not reached out to say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." As a matter of fact, her message was anger when she heard that. Not remembering is a pattern that is not acceptable, and I truly hope the best for her. I hope she does get in a place where those kind of things don't happen and she can truly find love and happiness. I don't wish her ill will. But looking back at the filing of his since settled lawsuit against Shannon, which he filed as cameras began rolling on season 18, John said that while it was not lost on him how it looked, he was forced into a situation due to the statute of limitations. I tried to not do anything legally. I reached out to the CFO multiple times, who handles 100% of her finances and who I know well, saying, "Hey, we've got to get this documented. I know Shannon can't pay me back right now." I started off saying, let's just get it on paper. And if she starts paying me a year from now, I'm good with that. But without any attorneys, without anything. And I said, let's document this. And it needs to be put down on paper and some sort of plan that's reasonable. And I started out that way and then nothing. And after Shannon failed to respond, John decided to take legal action against her. And since John went public with Alexis in late 2023, months after he and Shannon appeared to be back together, some have suspected an overlap in the relationships. However, according to John, he and Shannon split in November of 2022, and they never reconciled their romance. We broke up the day after Thanksgiving in 2022. We didn't talk or really see each other for 6 months. And then she asked to meet me for dinner and we had a nice time. So we started a friendship and started hanging out. Inevitably, you fall into some old patterns, and the old patterns of the relationship kind of came back, but we never got back together. And as John began dating Alexis a couple months later, she began filming the show and unsurprisingly became the villain. Yeah, we know that. We expected her to be somewhat of a villain, just not to the extreme that it went to. And I told her I didn't want to do it. And coming back as a friend was in hindsight a mistake because you're very limited in what's shown. And there was so much left out of what she looks like on TV. It's not Alexis. And she did not come out to destroy Shannon the way that people think that she did. She wanted to clear up some lies on behalf of him, obviously. I mean, right? Throughout the relationship with Alexis, many have suspected that their relationship would end just as John's did with Shannon, but due to John's potential mistreatment of Shannon, um, John doesn't believe he did anything wrong to Shannon. What have I done other than recognizing it was a toxic relationship and doing us both a favor and ending the relationship? What have I done? Even regarding the legal action against Shannon, John wondered, who's the bad guy in that? The person who knew that they were loans, took the money in time of need, promising them to pay him back, and then lying to everybody, saying that they were gifts while continuing to say that she paid for everything. It's confusing that I'm the bad guy. Okay. Well, this is not going to go over well. And I'm sure more things are going to come out. But I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off in the comment section, please. Again, do not forget that we are going live tomorrow with Ashley from Taste of Reality, I believe. I'll double check. I'll make sure that you guys know, and I'll post everything in the community tab. I love you guys. I hope you guys had the best holiday weekend. And now it's December 1st. So happy December, going into more holidays. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.